Okay, so one of the first things I want to point out is the side drip tray. You may have seen the article about McDonald's where one of the operators pulled out a drip tray and it was pretty disgusting. This needs to be pulled out and checked every single night. This is there for a reason. If your rear seals on the beaters do not do the job and seal correctly, you'll get drippage into this tray. If you don't ever pull it out, you never know. If this runs over, guess what? It goes on top of motors and everything else inside the machine and creates a lot of problems. So it needs to be pulled out and washed every single night. It slides into the side and it's just there to check to make sure that the rear seals are not leaking badly. And if you get 1 or 2 drops in there in the course of a day, that's fine. If your tray runs over during the course of the day, then you have a problem. You need to replace the ripple seal first. If the ripple seals don't, the ripple seals are this little guy. If the ripple seals don't stop the problem, then probably you need to replace the rear stopples. But you need to pay attention to this, because otherwise the product's going to run over inside the machine and create a big mess. So what we're going to do first, we're going to start with the beaters. We have a new design on the beaters that incorporate both a ripple seal as the main seal and then 2 small O-rings, which are secondary seals, to help make a good positive seal through the back of the machine. So I'm going to put the O-rings on. We're going to put a little lubricant on them. And then we're going to put a little lubricant on the shaft itself. The ripple seal basically acts like an accordion. It squeezes between the back of the machine and the beater. So what I do is I put a little bit of lubricant just on the edge before we insert, and then we're going to put a little bit right here just to assure that this can spin on the piece that's in the back of the machine, which is called the rear stopple. So we're going to slide that in, turn it until it lines, and that's basically all there is to that. From there, we're going to assemble the faceplate. The faceplate has the most parts of anything. One thing that I want to point out is behind the faceplate, we have the fewest number of parts pretty much in the industry. On a comparable Stolting, there's 26 parts behind the faceplate. On a comparable Taylor, there's 18. We have 2 beaters, 2 ripple seals, and 4 O-rings. We used to not have the O-rings, but the O-rings are a very good idea. We put them on there for the pressurized machines to make sure that there was no leakage, because of the extra pressure. So on our faceplate, this is the faceplate. You have 3 plungers that go in here. They're called draw valves. Along with those, this faceplate is the new design, which is self-closing. On some of the older models, we didn't have that feature. Now, because of the yogurt shops and stuff like this, a lot of times they want self-closing handles. So these springs go in there and push the handles back pretty much, and to allow for closing of the draw valves.